All right, my name is Timothy Carruthers. I'm an alcoholic and an addict. Today is Tuesday, May 21st, 2024. I've been sober for 206 days. I worked at Advance, and I just got done working at Papa John's. I'm so tired right now, I fucking completely forgot the PIN code to my card that I get my tips on, and after 6 hours I only got like fucking $12 in tips. I can't even talk right now. I don't have a check-in sheet for this date, but this is from 11/28/23. But if I was gonna do a check-in, I'd be pretty fucking stressed right now because probably not gonna make fucking enough money to pay my bills this month. And yeah, do I want to drink? Fuck yes. Am I going to? Fuck no. So let's go over this sheet. It's the 4 C's of addiction. So got factors: control, describe your experience, not having control of being able to stop my substance abuse or how much I use when I intended to use a certain amount. Craving, thinking about smoking or drinking from the moment I wake up until I get what I can. Consequences, getting locked up in 2010 for armed robbery and getting charged with 2 counts of assault on a police officer, and that was last year. Compulsion, just taking a hit when asked without thinking about it, or getting hard drugs just because I have access to it or they are easy to attain at the time. So that was my description of my experience of the 4 C's of addiction. And again, those are control, craving, consequences, compulsion. I don't have access to hard drugs anymore, and even if I did, I wouldn't do them. Ever since I had to overdose in September, actually it wasn't the overdose, it was really the overdose and the fact that I did the drugs again a month later. But you know, besides my wife leaving for a little while and the kids not being with me, her not being with me, that was like a big part of it. But I think the biggest part was I just didn't want to be one of those people that overdosed again and again and again. You know, one time was good enough for me. I might not have cared the night that it happened, and probably wasn't even thinking straight for a whole month after, to be honest. And even when I stopped in October, it took a while. It took a couple weeks before I was back in a somewhat normal state of mind. And even after then, it still took a couple months before I was back to, you know, myself. But since then, I've been happy. You know, today's an off day for me. I don't know why I can't even remember my PIN for my card right now. It's probably, I'm either really tired or I honestly can't even think about it right now. It's weird, which is not normal. I mean, this is the first time something like that's happened to me in the last almost 7 months. So yeah, today was a bad day. And it'd be really easy, you know. It's only 11:25. I can still, you know, go right in there and have just enough money probably to buy a 211 or something like that. But I'm not gonna do that shit, you know. It's not worth it. I'll stick with my Starbucks and my cigarette, go home and get some sleep. But yeah, You know, I hear a lot of people mention it in AA and NA that it takes a while, and even people that have like 20 plus years say that, you know, it never stops. You know, you always crave it, you always want it. It sucks, but I know that if I drink, or if I smoke weed, or if I sniff some lines of coke, you know, it's not gonna make it any better. It's not gonna help me at all. I'm gonna waste my money and then be even worse off than I already am. So it's really just, the benefit of being sober is that even if I'm like borderline struggling just to pay my bills, at least I know that it wasn't something that I did intentionally to put myself in that position. You know, like, I can't control if people give me tips, you know. I can't control if it was a bad day at work. I still work my other jobs, so either way, like, and I still got base pay for coming into Papa John's, but it's like, you know, like, I at the end of the month, if I'm a little short on something, you know, it's not like I'll be guilty because I know that I put it in my nose, or I smoked it, or I drank it, you know what I mean? Like, I know I did my best. I can't control tips, you know. I'm not the type of person that presses somebody too, like, if they don't have a tip. Like, yeah, I kind of get a little bit mad about it sometimes, but then again, I just think, like, you know, they're probably just like me, you know, like, they're probably in the same position I am. You know, they don't got a lot of money, so if they can't leave a tip, then it is what it is, man. It's nothing I can do about it. I'm not gonna complain, you know. I'm just gonna take it on the chin, keep rolling. Hopefully I get through this month. You know, my wife started a new job, so it shouldn't be too bad, but it's like, fuck. Today's like today, I mean, it just sucks, you know. But I'm cool. I'd rather deal with my emotions instead of fucking running away from them like I did for like 20 fucking years straight. It's kind of like, it's a weird feeling, you know. It's like, yeah, I want to drink, I want to do that, I want to do anything, but then it's like, even if I'm feeling down about everything that's happened through the day, or I'm having a bad day, before I go to sleep at the end of the night, at least I have peace of mind, you know, that I didn't give in, that I didn't, you know, go back to my old ways. I don't gotta look over my shoulder and think, like, you know, what if my wife finds out, or, you know, I still got all my time, you know, that I've accumulated. So I guess it's just the peace of mind and knowing I did my best. And, you know, times aren't always going to be tough. You know, they're a little tough right now. Really, just this month, it's I've been close, you know, cutting it close on getting everything I have to get done. But like I said, it's the peace of mind that I'm doing my best, and I'm not out here making my problems worse or running away from my feelings, you know. It's just life, you know. Life's gonna shit on you whether you're sober or whether you're not, but it's better to deal with your problems and not be guilty about it later. So that's all I got today. I hope everybody has a great night, great day. Please don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. You know, free your mind. Have a good night.